I was working on the book today, and then I was listening to your audio and typing it into words. So this audio was about ego, and then you have said something like whatever we do, we are just nourishing the ego. Whatever we do is all to something for the body, something for the mind. And I suddenly realized that everything Swami asked me to do, whether it's meditation or making the book and making the audio, is all nourishing, it's all a food for the soul or a food for the consciousness, to grow the consciousness. So I finally understood why you asked me to create the book, create the video, meditation, because all this is to nourish or find the consciousness. And whatever interest I had before that, all those like whether it's entertainment or whatever, that one is all very petty things to entertain the mind and the body. So I have I'm very grateful for this understanding, Swami.
Why austerity is needed?
I don't know.
What you can guess?
Because I feel that consciousness is something very precious that you have to make the effort. You have to make the effort to find it, because it's very precious and it's not given to just like this. Then you will appreciate it when you find it, because you have made the effort to find it.
In us, things are topsy-turvy. Nothing is at the right place. The slave has become the master, and the master has been reduced into being a slave. Austerity is done to reclaim the mastery of consciousness over body-mind mechanism. What we are doing, we are mad. It's not that we have done anything consciously, but the body has become the master. We go on listening to its demand, listening to the demand of mind, which will not help us in being more conscious. The more you listen to its demand, the more you will be in its trap, more you will remain in the vicious circle. You cannot come out of it. The body goes on making demand, we go on listening to it. The mind goes on making demand, we go on fulfilling its demands. So austerity is done to reclaim the mastery. The body is demanding, it is demanding that I want to eat chocolate, I want to eat cake, I want to eat ice cream. Now the consciousness has to give the order. I won't listen to you. So when a Buddha is doing fasting, he is not torturing his body. He is just ordering to the body, you remain silent. I am involved in meditation, I am entering in, you keep quiet. I am not going to follow your order, you have to follow the order. So once the body understands that it is not being listened anymore, then it becomes a faithful servant. Then it follows the consciousness. But in the beginning, you have to stop listening to its demands. Otherwise, if you go on fulfilling its demand, it will always remain on the driving seat, which we have given to it unconsciously. Animals don't have that kind of consciousness which human being has. So animals, they have to listen to body mind. But human being has the possibility, the potential to transcend, to go beyond, to know one's real nature. If you just go on eating, fucking, farting, shitting, then you are not different from animals. That is what I was saying, that some people are fucked by the food. That means they are just deriving pleasure. Food has become their entertainment. Food should not be an entertainment. You should not listen to the mind. You should listen to your consciousness. Which food will help you to raise your consciousness? Which food will help you to go up instead of going down? Which food will keep your body light? Which food will not make you intoxicated? And if you eat too much, if you are forcing too much because you like something, then this is being raped by the food. Don't be tortured by the food. And if you are an awake person, if you are a conscious person, you don't need to eat too much. When you are eating mechanically, then you go on you go on devouring food, you go on throwing food inside unconsciously. Because you are depressed. So food is your entertainment. And that's why people get fatty. Because that is your stupidity. Instead of being mindful, you are being foodful. Or you can call it egofulness instead of mindfulness. We need to be more connected to our vital energy, the pran urja. And only if you eat right food and breathe deeply and be in a place where there is much oxygen, more pure oxygen. So if you are breathing impure air and if you are not breathing deeply, then your mind you cannot transcend the mind. You cannot make the mind silent. So the more deeper you breathe, more it will help you to become more alert and conscious. I think this is one of the reasons why all these people, all these toxic people, all these stupid politicians, and all those people who are just running out, they make cities so polluted that it will help you to remain a machine. It will help you to remain a robot instead of being a conscious person. I think that is unconsciously or consciously, that's why they go on cutting trees. Otherwise, trees are far more valuable than any gold and any diamond or anything. How can you go on cutting trees?
Today that I realized the significance of whatever you ask me to do, I feel very happy. I am very, very joyful about this.
What I ask you to do?
You ask me to meditate, you ask me to make videos, you ask me to make the book, these things. You ask me to be a vegetarian.
If you don't have the reverence for life, if you don't respect life, all kinds of lives around you. If you don't treat animals and birds and plants with respect, then you are a person of very low consciousness. And then there is no possibility for you to grow. You can grow only when you become sensitive. That is why those mystics who came to know themselves, they said that God has created this world. Because this universe is so godly. It's when you love this existence, then you say that God has created the world. Otherwise, you can say that you can use the word existence, or you can just call it only it is nature. But God, when you say God, that means your love is involved, and you have understood that this universe is not unconscious. This universe is not unintelligent. Even animals have intelligence. Even they are sensitive enough. If you treat them with love, they are very loving to you. They are grateful in a way. But what happens to human being? Even in the name of religion, what they go on doing? Because they remain confined to their beliefs. They can be programmed so badly that they can become monsters. Just yesterday I was listening to one retired army man, Gaurav Arya, and he was saying about some temple in Pakistan which they go on breaking all the time, some temple, because that is their religious duty, to hurt other people. If you have not hurt Hindus, if you have not killed Hindus, then you are not religious. So they destroyed the temple. Then the court of Pakistan ordered these people who have destroyed it that you will have to pay 30 million rupees to these people. So then they started giving threat to these people, these Hindus, that if you just tell that we will pay the money, otherwise we will kidnap your daughters, we will rape them, we will convert them, or we will kill you also. So you just tell the court that you will pay the money. So the Hindus, because their number is very small, they thought that they will create more and more problems. Because they go on doing, they take their girls, small girls, and then they force them to get married to some 50, 60-year-old man. And then the girl will declare that I have married with my free will. Because they give threat to her that if you don't agree to it, then we will kill your parents. And if once the girl is married and their parent want to take her back, that they say that she has been forced to convert, then the only punishment is death. Once you have converted to Islam, you cannot get out of it. You have the opportunity to go in, but you cannot come out. There is no exit door. So the Hindus agreed. They said that we will pay. Now their temple has been destroyed and they will pay. So but But if you go on creating suffering for other people, if you are so negative, so unconscious, so inhuman, so insensitive, then it cannot last for long. The whole country is going down the drains. After Sri Lanka as a country is almost finished at present. Now Pakistan, it is the turn of Pakistan. In few days, this will be also few days or few months. This country will also go down the drain. Because if you do wrong actions, the result will come. But while doing all those things, you think you are doing something very great. And today I was also listening to, because in India, one Muslim emperor is regarded as very great. Akbar the Great he is called. But one should call these people Akbar the Great criminal. All these people are mass murderer. What they do is genocide. So how we call these people great? Whether it is Alexander or Akbar or Hitler or somewhere in Chittor, when he conquered that place, he killed 30,000 innocent people who had nothing to do with war. Then at another place, I think the name of the place was Nagarkot in Himachal Pradesh. So when the Akbar's army went there, when it has conquered the place, then it entered into some temple, Krishna temple. And Hindus, because they always respect cows, so they had kept about 200-300 cows secretly at somewhere, hidden it, so that they, in invading army, don't kill these cows. But when they entered the temple, they found those cows. So the army of Akbar, they started butchering those cows. And then all its blood, the soldiers of Akbar, they put those blood in their boot and then they bring all those blood in the temple, throw it everywhere on all its wall. Even you can think that these people, because they are so hungry for power, they want to conquer land, they want to spread their empire. But what you are doing, this is complete an act of a monster, just to humiliate Hindu. You are killing innocent animals, and even you are drinking the milk of the cow. These people don't understand what they are doing. This is what Jesus meant when he said that they know not what they are doing. Even you drink the milk of cow. Cow gives you so much. How can any sane person can do such insane acts? But they think they are religious, they are doing these things for their profit or for their religion. But we are also so occupied in our day-to-day stupidities, we never think about these things. We read about these people, Akbar the Great, Alexander the Great. What is great in them? The real great people, their names are not even in the footnotes of history books. And these criminals, we read these people, and then we will be influenced by these people. And then when we start doing criminal acts, then who is to be blamed? The kind of education which we get, where we are not taught about sane people who have contributed something beautiful for the life. who were full of compassion and love. People like Buddha, Mahavira, Krishna, these people should be on the center stage, and these people should be on the footnote, treated as criminals, not as great people. Akbar the great criminal, you can say, Alexander the great criminal, but not a great man.
If you like our videos, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.